Alrighty, hello everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you guys here. We are going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Should be really exciting. Here we go. Just pulling the game up right now. Or actually, I'm pulling up my camera right now. Got to get that all ready. Alrighty. Well, everybody, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you guys here. Okay, let me open game screen. Here we go. Should be popping up. There I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you guys here. Let me quickly get a quick music credit up on the page. Awesome. So yeah, so we are going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So we should be finishing up, I think we should be finishing up, like, the, what's it called? Alright, I'm just grabbing my controller. Oh, man. Yeah, we've been having to put a lot more stuff tucked away since the little baby churro's gotten more mobile. Alright, there we go. I'm just grabbing my controller. Good old Kevin MacLeo, definitely part of Pickle Gang. He's a Pickle Gang member if I've ever seen one. Welcome to the stream, Cruiser. Happy to have you here. Here, actually, I'm gonna mute. Or actually, I can do that in 1 second. There we go. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Let's make that full screen. Always happy to be here. I'm always happy to have you. Alright, let's just There we go, perfect. Awesome. Sweet, so the camera, the screen should be all good and sized, and we should be good to go. Awesome, sweet, let's get rolling. I guess before I get started, I should always say, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to give the channel a follow. We're really trying to grow the channel, the community, so every single follow helps. Yeah, alright, and with that, I'm not going to beat around the bush, I really want to see what happens. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, June 22nd, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me. Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again! Oh my gosh, she keeps implying. Oh goodness. That Phoenix and Maya are a couple. But they are very much not a couple. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Oh my goodness. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, that's right, because her mom is a suspect. Okay. June 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright, we got this.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to today's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who's never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Okay, wait, so she's 18. She became a prosecutor 5 years ago. Is that even, like, legal? Like, I think child labor laws apply, like, you know, to being a district attorney. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Mrs. Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Oh, Phoenix.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
All right, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
Well, what? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said there wasn't a defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this.
Alright, here we go.
Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Ah!
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is...
You be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order, order, order! Miss Fey, please testify to the court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Alright, witness testimony, Maya's escape. Here we go. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Okay, so... Why have you hidden this until now? I I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Okay. We are going to immediately... Okay. Okay, first things first, let's just save where we're at right now. And then we do what we always do in Phoenix Wright games. We press on every statement. Just now you said, those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? Oh, I guess I'm dumb, because she's referring to myself. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply cannot understand her atrocious English. Not to mention, she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks?
What did you do after that, Miss Faye?
I've requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Okay. Was it really necessary to have two people do something as so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Let's question further. There was another reason you wanted us both out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue.
A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this. However, the witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Let's question further. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred, that the renegade Mystic Maya had to do something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she?
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later.
Yes, very well.
Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing. However, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given a chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what?
So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder for myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, that's exactly.
Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Meenie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Meenie? I think you can see where this is headed. Alright, I want to take a look at the court record briefly. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, I want to take a look at my evidence, because I think we got a statement. The whip game never sleeps for this lady. Yeah, she really just whips everybody. It's also kind of a little weird how she uses her fidget whip. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Meenie. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at, like, the, university.
What is this? Parapsychology?
Let's see. It's, like, I guess most people call it occult stuff?
Even that, if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Meenie, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake. Alright, let's hear Eenie Meenie's testimony. Witness testimony after the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I would, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Oh, are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness. Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. Oh, so this is the flashback we saw right at the start of this case. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I'm sorry, I got, Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I had to check one thing on my phone quick, and I should be... Okay, I should be good to go. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Alright, I just needed... There we go. Awesome. I'm sorry about that, folks. Yeah.
It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drivel. I wonder if he'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Cross-examination after the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, asleep in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? That's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that was going to totally be a seedy day? Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Okay, a little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think? 11 a.m.? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food? No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant, what time was it when someone came into your room? Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it? So sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the side. It was like, oh my gosh, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright?
The defense rests? Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Moini? I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way? Oh, wait, hold it. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But maybe, if I was, someone who didn't know about, the occult? But I, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Let's question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
I'm gonna put it's very important because she was there when the accident happened. I'm gonna risk it. It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've gotta bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Okay, I'm totally cool with that. Okay. I wasn't scared at all, and her costume looked totally normal. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Yeah, nothing was weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Okay, I'm thinking that's impossible too. Because if we look at Maya's clothes, covered in blood. Or take a look at picture number 2, again covered in blood. Even if we take another look at this, yeah, there's a bullet hole there. Okay. Is everything okay? Can I, go on? My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible. Okay. I'm gonna present...
There we go.
That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Well, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this?
Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me!
That?
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Okay, after the murder, part 2. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Okay, that last one's a lie.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Okay. Cross-examination after the murder, part 2. Here we go. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? Okay, I just kind of want to skip ahead. Alright, let me present the broken urn. Oh, goodness, okay. Okay, let me save the game quick. Okay, maybe I present the ball then? Okay, well, I just wasted 2 points there. Alright, I shouldn't have rushed in. Okay, press. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions into this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And then, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan? Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber? Oh, wait, hold it. Shoot. Okay. Okay, press on this. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? Like, when do you mean? When? Okay, when you were going to the crime scene. Because we should be talking about the urn. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Because we got press her. Because she didn't know about the urn. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
You think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
It's very important because it proves she was lying. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
I, like, don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Okay, now we present the urn. There we go. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at the time, there was no way you could have not seen this person. Okay. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh.
And she just happened to break this urn.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the only one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. Hey, Iron Vagrant, thanks for the raid. Great to see ya. Saw you were streaming some of the Guild Wars 2. Hope that your stream went well, my dude. So yeah, we're playing some Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. And we just cornered this one witness in a lie. It's pretty good. She was hard at work, putting pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grrr! I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Arrgh!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room? Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Okay, I'm gonna put there is no way. Your lies end here. What? What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's in her testimony just now. It's in the evidence. Help me, Mia. Oh, goodness. Which do I pick? Okay, I'm honestly out on a limb here. I'm thinking... Okay, goodness. I don't know what to pick. Oh, this is hard. Let me take a look at the evidence really quick. Okay. Murder weapon. Clothing box. I think it's the cloth scrap. I'm gonna risk it with the cloth scrap. Because she was found burning that after the case had started. The answer is in the court record.
What?
Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence?
Very well, the court will see this evidence.
Wait, Mamiya? I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer. Alright.
Mr. Wright, what is your answer?
Hard. Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. But I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's in her testimony just now. Early in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statements. And, like, Miss Morgan was, like, the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We'd gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
But look at the Mana Guide map. If one were to go to the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Ina Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
Okay, she had to be in the channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order. That's why that is. Wow.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that. Only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Okay, she had to be hiding behind this. Because right here there was a curtain. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen.
Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
And then now, Miss Miney, so young as you shouldn't be saying, shut it, Gramps.
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Okay, I'm guessing it's gonna be the clothing box. Yeah, Miss Miney. How were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? It's very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! Now that tiny little box, no person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it had nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Alright, so it's gonna be, so the folding screen, about 8 inches off the ground, there's a small bullet hole. And this one, 8 inches off the ground, there's a bullet hole. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. I said there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen, it had a hole at the same height. That's right. Now this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen, then into the box. Nerd! Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Arrgh!
Order. So what you are saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? You saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside the clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. But correct, it's not possible, because Morgan Fay was in on this as well. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Well, wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Grr. This person... If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fae?
Isn't that the wonderful witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Grr. Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? She is mad. Yeah, she's very mad. Dang! That was perfect, Cruiser. That was perfect. Oh gosh, we need to clip that here. Okay. I think this is what really happened. Yo, what a case. Dude, these games are so exciting. It's so much fun. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently toward the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Bang! Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker, and that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... bang!
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click! Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Click! And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
Oh, what is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder.
Who is that laughing at a time like this? Ack.
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Oh geez, what now? Yeah, I don't know what's up. Mr. Phoenix, you're right. Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Yeah? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motivation. Yeah. Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Okay, okay, I'm pretty sure it's this. Okay, so we know that Dr. Gray, so Enie's sister worked for Dr. Gray, and you worked her so hard or drugged her or something that she died in a car accident with Enie there in the car. Dude, love the voices you do, by the way. Oh, thanks, Iron. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I try to make them real fun. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Huh. Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly... Oh wait, shoot, I have to do the voice. Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. Think I did to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
Oh, what do you mean by that?
See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted to revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Mighty has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overtly complicated and she's no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morgan to cooperate with this plan.
Wait,
You don't even have a truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. Nerk! What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hee hee. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you? I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Edie Mighty.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. Do you want to say that you can prove Miss Mighty had a motive, then?
Alright, I'm just gonna save right here, in case I fail. Okay.
Why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I? Can I really do this? Okay, I have to prove it, right? Or else the court case is over. Okay. Here we go, on May 2nd. Okay, there's gotta be some reason. Oh goodness, what's the reason? Could it be this newspaper clipping? Okay, let me take a look at the profiles. Okay, I'm guessing, okay. I think yes I can. I'm gonna go for the other newspaper clipping. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended. After all, eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed too there, Iron. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a second there. Alright. To be continued. Alright, that was good. Oh boy, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna save this. But okay guys, I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break. And I need to get some more water and some more tea. It's sort of it does a number on my voice to do those to do all those voices. It does a number on my throat to do all those voices. So I'm gonna drop you guys off at the beach. I hope you have fun there. I'm gonna be back in 3 minutes. It's gonna be a real quick break. Have fun. I will be back in just 1 second. All right, I am back. Thank you guys so much for waiting. Here, let me catch up with chat. All right, gonna go get a drink too. Should I get Kool-Aid or Coke or water? Ooh, Cruiser. If I had to, I'm kind of on Team Hydro, homies. I love me a good old glass of water. But you can get whatever you'd like. Tea is also really good. Do you like green tea? Like most every morning, I start out I wake up with a glass of Earl Grey tea. Here, I'm gonna get back to the game screen. I'm gonna put one more music credit up in chat. Cruiser, I hope you come back quick. Actually, oh wait, here, I need to turn off the beach music. But yeah, dang, that's good music. Alrighty, here we go. I'm just making sure all the things are in order. There we go. Awesome. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, cool. All right, we're ready to resume. Let's get back into the courtroom. Overwrite the selected data. Yep, let's roll. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Is it really true? About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Whoa! Ack! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Hey, welcome back, Cruiser. You haven't really missed anything. Hope you got a good drink. So essentially, Von Karma... Shoot, I can't remember her first name. Franziska Von Karma is confronting us in the lobby. And it's gonna, yeah. And Maya's not is in disbelief that her aunt could be doing this to her. It had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Got Kool-Aid and water to make up for the extra sugar. There we go. Seems like a good compromise. Go the 50-50. Nice. Say, your own situation. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. So a bit of backstory for people who haven't played the first game. Her dad is Manfred Von Karma. He was a prosecutor. He hadn't lost a single case in 40 years. But then we caught him doing some dirty stuff. And, yeah, being all criminal and all that. And so we had to, so he's in jail now. And so she's upset about that. So just to get you guys caught up. I have one thing to say about Von Karma. Ooh, what is that, Cruiser? Hippo. I like it. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is a car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Okay, last year's accident, witness testimony. That was, last year in May? Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Arg. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray, in fact, drugged Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. So all we have to do then is prove that... We don't have to prove that he did drug Enie's sister, just that she thought he did. That was last year in May? Oh wait, here, 1 second. So the rule is generally press on everything. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was May 2nd, and our accident was on the 24th. Objection, this here proves Churro's the best streamer. Aw, Cruiser, you're too kind. Aw, making me blush. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was totally tired, so that's why. Duh. Something really bad happened at my... Okay, press. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. Was that the cause of the mistake? I heard it was because, the medicines, got mixed up? Was that the fault of your sister, Eenie Miney? No way. Dr. Gray wanted to, blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Eenie Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Eenie Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, it really wasn't my sis? And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving? Because we press on this, because Dr. Gray worked his nurses to death. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police, and, was being investigated, every day? It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Let's press farther. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Yeah, real facts in quotation. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Huh? What are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True, true.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Okay, but we know that's a lie.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay, we'll press on this. Yeah, we do have the evidence of that one. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at like 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had like a paper due, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. So it was because of the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I, like, woke up because of a jolt and it was a sea of flames around me. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was, like, totally black and there was, like, a ton of smoke and I, like, totally had, like, no clue what was going on. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. Valid. I like, kept wanting to forget that time, so, like, I don't remember things about the accident, like, detail anymore?
Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself.
Valid. Or is it? I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. I, like, didn't have my license, so I, like, couldn't take over driving for her. Okay, here we go. Objection! Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
Easy dub, yeah. Easy dub. That's right. Yeah, I led, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. Wait, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did... Ouch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in that time, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well, what in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ow! Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Dang, okay.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister cannot switch drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Yo! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? What the heck, bro? Just got whipped and then emoted on? Total L. I know. Like, it's... Like, so... How do they... So where did we get this picture then? Director Hottie said that it was from her driver's license. I guess he is a kind of a creep. Maybe he got the picture in a different way. Why do you... Okay. Yeah, that's because...
I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Witness testimony, I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. Yeah, he's kind of weird or definitely shady. All we can do is wait for the facts. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll go through and we'll see what we come up with. There's got to be something in her testimony that isn't right. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
I see a bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Okay. We're just gonna try pressing on everything. Okay, I'm actually gonna take half a second. Let's just save right here. Like, around that time I was really close to getting my license. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permits? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Wow. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain, and, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Let's try pressing harder and see what happens. Why did she take such special care of the car? How could you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright?
Well, Miss Meanie, what kind of car was it?
She had, like, okay, so bright, shiny sports car. It was a new car? Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars. I had a feeling this was bound to come up. She knows the whips are powerful because of her stream on Curse of the Dead Gods. That is true. Whips are the best weapon in that game. Your Honor.
Yes?
Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then...
That's not my point. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled, "Hold it," pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Sure, let's ask for the heck of it. So, yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Phoenix Wright needs to counter the whip with some lifesteal bear claws, or whatever they were called. Yes, he needs to come up with a cat. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? The sleek shape, the per the engine, the wild way it starts smooth handling, the rough feeling manual transmission, the cool breeze of the AC. Ugh, forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She, would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." Was your sister good at driving? She was, totally awesome. She, said she was going to be the, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. So, that's when I ended up in the whole passenger seat that night, too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Yeah. I, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There is something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. We have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There's a path, I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Okay, we need to find something to present. Okay, let's check the articles. Driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I opened the right door and, got out. Hey, Sean the Sheep, great to see ya. How's it going? Okay, I think this is the contradiction here. Because British cars, right? The driver's wheel is on the right side. And she says she got out of the right side of the car. I think that's the contradiction. I'm in my basement and it has kind of crappy Wi-Fi, so it just went out on me. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you in a place with better Wi-Fi now? I think I figured out the contradiction. Okay, so we need to go forward to the British car. Yeah, oh, that's good. Okay, so she said it was from England, but then if we look at the evidence, here, I'm just going to catch you up. It talks about how she opened the right door and got out. So the right door, that would have been the one on the passenger side. Or that would have been on the one on the driving side because it was British. So that means she was driving. She wasn't a passenger. Okay, I'm going to present this. There we go. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and I, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Why are you so suddenly asking me about that? Easy win for Pickle Gang. Yes, this is a dub for Pickle Gang. I'm going to have to make a Pickle Gang emote. That's going to happen. I've already been working on a rigged one, but Pickle Gang, it's got to happen at this point. Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
Phoenix Wright is definitely PG, Pickle Gang. Okay, I actually really love this Pickle Gang meme. It's pretty good. Can't wait for the rigged emote. It's gonna be real good.
Okay, well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah!
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat.
Order in the court, order.
Hack! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving her was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? It was Eenie. And the answer is Eenie Miney, of course. Yeah, Eenie. It's gotta be her. Because she wouldn't crawl over her sister to get out of the car. That just wouldn't make sense. She had to have been driving.
Oh, why would you say that?
Miss Eenie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car. Is it Miney or... I honestly didn't know. I just assumed it was like sort of like the Eenie Meenie Miny Mo. So it's like Eenie Meenie Eenie. So Eenie Meenie and Miney. I don't know. That's what I thought. I have no idea. She said she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spent his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eenie Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Was it Mimi? The answer is one person who had her driver's license. Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But what you just said, the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
The next question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Wait, what? Okay, this is a huge plot twist. Objection, there is not enough evidence to call her Eenie Miney. They don't know what pronunciation I'm using. Fair enough. So this is actually Mimi. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name. This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. My witness's real name is... Okay, this has got to be... Mimi Miney. That is your real name. My comment accidentally had deeper meaning. It was kind of like perfect timing, if I'm honest, Cruiser.
Objection!
About the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. A facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No!
But what, Mimi Miney, she died. Car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister Mimi then sold her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of the nurse that had died in the crash, Mimi Miney. Stole her face is kind of dark. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, like, taking the, like, appearance of your dead sister to avenge your death. I mean, yeah, it's kind of dark. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. Accidentally clicked on another stream. No worries, my dude. So this witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. But I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Cruiser. That's what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. Here, 1 second, everybody. All right, I'm back. My wife is going to be going to bed, and she has, in the how do I put it, in the most aggressive tone possible. Oh no, she very kindly asked me if I could keep it down a little bit, so I might be a little less energized from this part out. They know I'm joking, dear. We need a pickle gang emote where the pickle charges up like an anime character. I'll see what I can do. Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. We need a churro wife quiet down emote too. I think we might be able to do that. Oh, she's being funny. All right. Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
Oh, well, Miss Von Karma.
Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Could it be the car accident? Or the malpractice? She straight up just gave up. She couldn't handle the power of Pickle Gang. Nah, she couldn't handle it at all. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. He only only I hadn't thought of that shambling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Amy has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling the occult? I hate it. I hate it all.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Hermione choose to go with such a complicated plan? Or why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
Yo! Ow! Ah! Ow! 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 Ow!
And one more for good measure. Okay, I think this is like assault at this point. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! The court is a fraud, a sham. Yeah, I know, that's like crazy. She just did this in a courtroom. She should really probably be, yeah, she should be investigated or like put under arrest for assault. That was brutal. It certainly was. What is your favorite season, Churro? Ooh, that's a tough question. Because I really do like, I really like summer a lot. Because it's so warm. I like it when it's warm out. Even like a little bit hot. It's nice. And then you can do lots of fun things outside. I really like summer. But winter can be really nice too. Because I really like Christmas. But sometimes it just gets too cold in the wintertime. I probably have to go for summer. I think I'll go summer. We need to sue her as the prosecution. Yeah, we do.
Now then.
I definitely like winter. Winter is a lot of fun. Like, I especially love Christmas. It's just, the only thing I can't stand, it just gets so cold sometimes. Like, oh, man. Like, when I lived in Florida, I would just have to, like, put on a hoodie and some jeans, and then I was fine for winter. But now that I've moved farther up north, and you really have to bundle up for the snow, it's really cold. It's really hard. But I like all the decorations that go up around my area and snowmobiling. I love Christmas decorations too, like all the little lights. That was also a cool part about Florida is like they would always wrap the palm trees in Christmas lights. They were always so cool. Yeah, no, I love like driving around and seeing all the decorations and whatnot. And snowmobiling. Snowmobiling, I've never been snowmobiling, but it sounds like a ton of fun. Like just flying across the snow. I'm in Colorado, so it gets pretty cold also. Oh, you're in Colorado. That's a really pretty state. I spent some time in the summer, like working in Estes Park. It's like really, Colorado is such a beautiful state. Like the mountains, it's so pretty. It's wonderful. It is, yeah. That must be a blast.
Alright, now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict.
Not guilty! Oh, thank you. Thank you for the celebration.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Alright, June 22nd, 3:13 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time. Used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Nah, sisters back together. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to her chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder? She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Oh, goodness. Okay, profiles. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Karain village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would be the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement. Cell 13. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Karain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I hope that brainless nurse carried out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. Objection, there's not enough evidence to prove Maya and Phoenix are lovers. I'm guilty. I'm pretty sure they're not lovers. I think Pearls just jumped to that conclusion. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. The end. A brand new episode has been added. Yes, let's save. So, alright, I think at this point this is probably a great place to end the stream. Yeah, we'll probably, next time we play this game, we'll continue with Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top. I'm not sure when I'll continue playing this. I might do it next Thursday. I might not. I'll have to kind of see. But I think this is a great place to end the stream for now. Yeah. Cool. I want to thank everybody for watching. I've really appreciated having you here. Great place to end. We have the champions played. Ooh, if I wouldn't get DMCA'd for that, I would definitely play that song. Oh, that's a good one. All right, I'm going to end the stream here. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast. I'm going to switch over to... Here, I got to exit out of here. Okay, here, actually, I saved, so I can just close that. All right. Awesome. Cool, the credits should be playing. There we go, credits are playing. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. Particularly thank Iron Vagrant CGN. Thank you so much for the raid. If you guys are not following Iron Vagrant, be sure to go do that. Yeah, he plays a lot of Guild Wars 2. It's a pretty fun game. He knows so much about it. It's cool to watch it with him. Great stream as always, bro. Loved wrapping up that trial. It was so exciting. I'm really glad you were able to be there for it. Cruiser, happy to have you. All right, I'm gonna look around. There aren't a lot of channels. Okay, the channels I follow, none of them are live right now. There's some bigger channels doing some Hearthstone. And then there's Mystery Science Theater 3000. I want to be able to give you guys the channel points, so I always like doing a raid. Let me see. What to do? Alright, I think I'll just send you guys on over to Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's always a fun time. And plus you get channel... yeah, you'll get some good old Cinecoins as well. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you around. I might have a stream Sunday. I might not. I've got to see about that. If not Sunday, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Hope you all have a great night. Bye for now. I'm going to try a cinnamon donut just because of you. They're really good. You should totally go for one. They're really tasty.